Inviting me here to speak on this special occasion. Congratulations, everybody, on your achieving this milestone. I understand that today marks the first day of the Lunar New Year, so for those of you who are celebrating, Happy New Year, and in Vietnamese it's Chúc mừng năm mới. So I'd like to tell you a little bit about my journey here in America, and now that you're American citizens, what I think you ought to do to give back to this country. I was born in South Vietnam. My dad and granddad fought for the South Vietnamese military during the Vietnam War alongside the U.S. military. They fought for freedom and democracy over there. And unfortunately, after the war, the communists took over the entire country. And those who served for the South Vietnamese military were thrown in these so-called re-education camps, which were in actuality labor and torture camps. And so, after my dad got out, we started doing the paperwork to get us to America. And so we immigrated to the United States in 1994. We landed in Minnesota first, and then eventually made our way down to Rome, Georgia. I was 11, my brother was 4, and my little sister was a newborn baby. My parents had to work 2 jobs each, washing dishes at local restaurants, right, to support the family. And during the day, I went to public school, and in the afternoons and evenings, I took care of my siblings. So as you can imagine, life wasn't so easy at first. But fortunately, we had some help from our neighbors, our church, local charitable organizations, and even the government. But we worked hard, we kept our heads down. And I'm proud to tell you, my little sister is now a registered nurse. And my little brother, who's a whole lot bigger than me now, he is a captain in the U.S. Air Force. And so, as for me, I worked my way through college, waiting tables, right? And then became a software developer. In 2009, when the market crashed, my parents came and asked if there was anything I could do to help them. Knowing they would do the same for me, I took out a loan. I took a risk and took out a loan and bought a chicken farm up in Calhoun. It's got 2 chicken houses on the farm. Look, we had no idea how to raise chickens when we first started. But my parents, as they always have, figured it out. So during the day, I wrote code. In the evenings, I scooped chicken poop to help my family. You just have to do what you have to do to help your family. And I'm proud to tell you, my parents still operate the farm to this day. And after I got my parents back on their feet, I decided to go to law school. After law school, I worked as an assistant city attorney, where I provided legal counsel to local governments. And then got really lucky and married the love of my life, Jenny. About 3 years ago, she and I, we teamed up to open up our own law firm. And starting out, it was just the 2 of us. And now we're up to about 10 wonderful employees. And in the past 2 years, I've run for Congress and become a judge in 2 great cities, the city of Morrow and the city of Norcross. Honestly, if you had told me 20 years ago when I was sitting in your seat that all of this could have been possible, I probably would not have believed it. But so many people along the way took a chance on my family. And this Vietnamese kid came over. And now we're a middle-class working family, doing our best to get by and giving back where we can. Our story is not unique. It is the American story, not singular to my family, but to all of us here in this nation of immigrants. I have a lot of friends who are doctors and business owners, restaurant owners, very successful people, and they're naturalized citizens just like you. As a matter of fact, I have here today Dr. Ben. He's the first Asian American orthodontist in the entire southeastern United States. Back in 2000. Along with his wife, who's a doctor of pharmacology at Emory. So here in America, anything is possible if you work hard for it. So now that you're American citizens, what are you going to do? What are you going to do to make sure that America remains the land of opportunity and a beacon of hope for everyone? What are you going to do? Well, I would humbly suggest that you start simply by voting. Vote.
Yes.
Become informed citizens and participate in our democracy. Okay? America is a prosperous and wealthy nation, not because its citizens sat around idly by and not do anything. So we need to vote, we need to participate. And look, you don't have to run for Congress to participate. No, it costs too much money, unfortunately. But you can vote. You can become engaged and vote. You know, unfortunately, a lot of naturalized Americans, including many members of my family, they tell me that, you know, we don't feel like we're full citizens. We don't feel like we're a part of the fabric of this nation. Let me tell you this. You are just as American as anybody else. Don't let anybody else tell you otherwise, okay? And with your citizenship comes responsibility, right? The responsibility and duty and the obligation of voting. Because the decision that our government makes now affects you, your kids, your grandchildren, and our collective posterity. So we need to get involved and you need to vote and stay informed. You know, for those of us who came from countries that are oppressive and didn't afford us the right to vote and all the other freedoms that we enjoy, we're the ones that need to embrace and appreciate these freedoms we have so much more. So make sure you utilize it. You know, the Constitution of the United States begins with the phrase, "We the people," in order to form a more perfect union. Well, now you all are part of that "we the people." Make sure you do everything you can to make our country a more perfect union. Make sure you vote, because this is now your country too. All right? Congratulations once again.